She's coming along. Isn't that cool? We'll be using this thicker wire for the arms and the legs, and so this is how it is. I'll put a little bit more paper tape down, so this will be secured really well in the wrist. You need to take a rest with it. You can hold it like that. Alright, so after all the sculpting is done, the last step is I take a little bit of this orange smoothing gel. And then I go through, especially the nails, and just make sure everything is nice and smooth. All my wrinkles that I've drawn in have smooth edges. Just helps everything just look awesome. You can add it in as many wrinkles as you want. You can just have fun with this project. On the inside I've got wrinkles here too, especially this area where it needs to be smoothed out a lot. It's a good place to use the goop, and then it will just really smooth easily. Smooth out your fingertips. And then the next step is to bake them. And I'm going to bake mine for about half an hour at 270. So for the fingernails, I'm taking 2 equal balls, one of Sculpey that's like an ivory color, it's just barely like an off-white, and Primo translucent. And so I'm just going to be mixing these together. So you can make these nails before you bake it and add them then. That's a good time to do it too. Since I'm making a video, it's kind of tricky to make sure I'm not bumping things and squishing things, so I just thought it'd be easier to just have it be baked. And you could also go through and color this all first too, if you would like. So whatever you want to do, especially if you're using Genesis paints, it's always nice to have them on before they're going to be going in the oven again too, so they can be really well set. So if you want to not bake it first, that makes it so you don't need to do this step, but since mine's already baked, I'm going to add just a little bit of Bacon Bond onto this. And if you want to just try liquid Sculpey, that would work too, I'm sure. So I'm just putting a little bit of that on the nail. And getting my little snake. Kind of putting that into place, and then I'm going to take my wooden tool, which is pretty much my go-to tool for anything. And you can see obviously the sides are long and not what is wanted yet, but it's easier to just be able to put them into place like this. And then take my X-Acto knife, just trim that off. There's the other side. And then what I want, do a little bit more with this tool. You also want to look at the nail and make sure you didn't get it too thick. I mean, your witch is probably going to have thicker nails because, you know, she's old and kind of just grungy. So it's okay to have them be thicker than what you would do like on a little cute fairy. But just do it like that, and then take some of the orange smoothing gel and use that to smooth it into place. So for that, I just take a paintbrush. This one happens to be a filbert. I like them quite well. And the orange smoothing gel will just slightly soften the clay. You just need just a little bit, and it helps soften the clay a bit so it will smooth right into that whole nail. You can also use your finger once you put the gel on there too. And that's how you do the fingernail. You can like shape it a little bit more with the brush, with your wood tool. And then you'll want to stick this back in and bake it again at least 15 minutes. You could even do it for the whole half hour. That's how you do the nails.